Here you go. Ah, look, you got it. Very good. Here, let's get you a little slicker on you. Here, give me your little paw.
Okie dokie. I can't wait to go home.
Uh-huh.
Hi, Serena. Hi.
Hey, who's that?
Melissa, she has 65 roses. Oh.
Cystic fibrosis, right?
Yeah. I hope she gets to go home, too.
Well, you know, maybe she'll get to go home tomorrow.
Maybe. That would be awesome.
You know, Serena, it's okay to be happy that your surgery worked and that you can see.
I know.
Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Come on. Hey, you know what? You know, I'm thinking, take a look at the door here, right? See? And we're going to close that door, and all the bad stuff that has happened to us is going to stay in this room. Because from here on in, it's nothing but sailing, smooth sailing for us. Me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you, me and you. Okay?
Neil, if you don't hurry up, you're going to miss Serena's party.
I'm looking for my shoe. Besides, we have to wait for Dad anyway. I invited him to come with us.
You did?
Yep. Found it. There he is. There he is. There he is. Hi, Dad.
Hello, son. You're looking good. Courtney, thanks for the invitation.
John, what are you doing here?
Escorting my family for the evening.
We're going to Serena's party.
All of you?
Yeah, isn't that swell?
Yes, it is. Race you to the door.
Oh, thank you.
Shall we go?
Not like I have any say in the matter.
Lonely upstairs. What's taking you so long?
I'm sorry I got stalled by Courtney and her ex from hell.
Where are they?
They left for Serena's welcome home party, all three of them.
You look upset.
I don't trust that guy.
Well, why not? I mean, from what I've heard, it seems like he only wants contact with his child.
I've coached Little League for years. I can spot a rotten dad a mile away.
Listen, Joe and Karen are going to be at the party. They won't let anything bad happen to Neil, and I'm sure Courtney can handle her ex.
Yeah, I suppose.
Let's accentuate the positive here.
Which is?
We have the whole house to ourselves. I've missed you. Now that I can have you, I don't want to waste a second.
Serena?
Hey.
Hi.
You just missed her. Scott took her home a few minutes ago.
Of course I did. With managed health care the way it is today, why wouldn't they kick her out as soon as they could? Guess my mind was on other things.
Mine too.
Julie's acquittal leaves you in a precarious position.
Now I know how Sigmund feels during hunting season.
All of Port Charles should. The killer's still out there.
Yeah, well, I'm a little more worried about the DA. You know what? Okay, enough of this doom and gloom, because Serena can see she's on her way home. Today is a happy day.
Best thing that's happened in a while.
That's right. They're having a surprise party at the firehouse. You could take the person over there.
Actually, if you're going, could you drop it off for me?
I don't think the reception would be very nice. So, Well, why aren't you going?
I think I should let Lucy enjoy her moment with Serena without the tension that my being there would bring. I'll just drop this off tomorrow.
Tomorrow is another day.
Thank God. Maybe it'll be a better one.
Oh, right. Well, I'm not that deep in denial. You know, I'm going on a break in a few minutes. Do you want to have some coffee with me?
I'd love to have a cup of coffee.
Great.
Lead on.
Hey, look at all this.
Well, come on. We had to have a welcome home party for you. We had to turn it into a big bang.
It's so good to see you home again.
You know, it's even better to see that you can see us.
You look great. The firehouse looks exactly the way I remember it. No more hospital, no more surgery.
Yeah, that's right.
And pretty soon I won't even have to wear these glasses.
Oh, wait a second, because I hear Posh Spice got a pair. I think you started a little fashion trend.
She can have mine. Sigmund! The whole family's here.
There he is. Sigmund would not have missed your homecoming for all the duck food in China. I promise. He's so glad you're home. Hey, oh, I forgot. Very important. Your ballet class sent a special present you're supposed to open first. Come on. I'll see you later. Come on. Let's get your coat.
You know, seeing Serena well is the greatest gift in the world.
Say that again.
You know, Scott, I hated every minute of what I had to do in that court.
Did it so well.
Yeah, too well. There may be some legal repercussions from your testimony.
You think so?
Yeah. And if there are, I would like to represent you. I'm highly motivated, you know. I'd like to see you with my granddaughter and not in jail.
Okay, you got it. I'd have the best lawyer in town.
What does the card say?
Oh, here, I got it. It says happy healing, love, Eve.
Why isn't Eve here?
You know, she was probably very busy at the hospital.
Kevin isn't here either. Can't he come? Oh, that might be them. Look, Daddy, I can go across the room without counting. Neil! You guys sprung. You know it. I want you to meet my dad.
Nice to meet you, young lady. I hear congratulations are in order.
Thanks. Now, come and see Sigmund.
Okay. I'll go with them. Hey, Neil.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm Serena's father.
Scott, this is my ex-husband, John.
Thank you for having us. You have an adorable daughter.
Ah, well, you know what they say, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
It's quite a place you have here.
Oh, yeah. Hey, slide down the fire pole. A lot of fun.
Hello, I'm John. I'm Neil.
Courtney, what is he doing here?
Neil invited him without my permission.
Certainly knows how to take over a room.
Yeah, not to mention my life.
Karen, this is my other daughter, Dr. Karen Wexler. This is John, Neil's father.
It's nice to meet you in person.
Karen Wexler, you're the doctor who telephoned me.
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry to have intruded.
Don't apologize. If it weren't for you, I might never have seen my son again. Excuse me.
Okay.
I suppose you think it's unforgivable I didn't come to Port Charles the moment you called.
Oh, yes, I do.
You know, most fathers would have been on the next flight out.
It must have seemed callous, but I didn't want to upset Courtney.
Well, Neil really wanted to see you. That's why he asked me to call you.
Courtney ran away with Neil because she was hurt by our divorce. Who knows how she might have reacted if I'd suddenly appeared. She could have bolted. She might have taken Neil out of treatment here.
You know, John, that sounds like an excuse to me. You know damn well Courtney would have done nothing to jeopardize Neil's health.
Looking back now, I agree. I was dead wrong. I have a place in Neil's life, no matter what's going on between Courtney and me. It was your call that started me thinking, Dr. Wexler. Thank you for giving me a second chance with my son.
Let me guess. You're thinking about Scott. Or Lucy. Or worse yet, Scott and Lucy.
I alternate between them and the murders. I like variety in my obsession.
Well, thinking about Scott is like twisting a knife in my heart. So, personally, I'd rather dwell on the murders. How sick is that?
Have we stumbled into some kind of alternate universe? Think about it. Lucy with Scott? Some copycat killer copying my book?
I know, and that killer could be anywhere. It could be right here in the coffee shop. It could be somebody we know. It could be somebody we've never even heard of.
There's something in the book that I'm missing. Some clue into his or her motivations, but what?
Believe me, I wish I knew the answer.
I think what everyone is looking for is in my head. And the killer won't be caught until I figure it out.
Doesn't get any better than this. Sex and chocolate mint.
Well, at least you put it in that order.
Want to buy it?
Of which?
Whichever you want.
I'll take the ice cream.
No.
You are insatiable.
Well, I have been deprived for too long.
It's going to take more than that for me to recover my strength.
Ugh.
Let's see what's on TV. Maybe that'll distract you.
Well, okay, but preferably something hot and steamy.
What's this?
Is that the editorial section?
Evening edition. There's a letter to the editor from your prosecutor.
He says he still believes that you're the killer.
Who cares?
Well, you should. This is slander.
Frank, sticks and stones. As long as the jury didn't believe him, I couldn't care less. Besides, they can't try me twice for the same crime, so I am home free.
Great timing. I'll cut and you serve.
Don't cut me. You know, Serena hasn't stopped smiling since you walked through the door.
Well, that's all that really matters, huh?
Yeah, let me see. Now, wait a minute. A domestic Lucy. Cutting cake, doting on a child. I don't know. Can I get used to that?
What are you doing? You better be careful. People are going to walk right through that door.
We've never been careful.
People are waiting for their cake.
Okay. I just want you to know that if it wasn't for our partnership down there in Florida, we would have missed all of this. So, I just want to tell you, thank you.
Come on! You're out of here.
Hey, sweetie, you need to take it easy, okay?
You don't overdo it, buddy.
He's just playing a board game. Don't baby him. Let him be a kid.
Courtney, can you take over?
Yeah.
You know, you just blew back into town. You have no idea that she's been through hell and high water with that kid.
I don't know because she took
Oh,
my
you know what?
son away from
Don't
me.
give me that. You know exactly where she wants to go. She willed that boy back to life. Before you go mouthing off, criticizing her, I suggest you watch and learn what it means to be a parent.
Go back. There. It's your turn. There. 8.
All right, who's winning? You are.
Get the number of that truck that just hit me?
Wait a second. You took out Courtney.
Joe speaks his mind.
Whose turn is it?
Let me guess, he's dating Courtney.
No, actually, he's my fiancé.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. The way you sprang to her defense, I assumed there was something going on.
Oh, they dated a while back.
When was this?
About 8 years ago.
Just before we got married. When you told me Neil wasn't my child, I felt betrayed. My pride took over. She brought Neil to the hospital where her ex-boyfriend practices. And now they're living under the same roof. It's interesting.
Whose turn is it? Let me draw.
Get the biggest kick out of seeing Scott with his daughters. I mean, whoever would have thought that he'd make such a good father, huh?
Me. He had you as an example.
Well, this past week being the exception to that rule.
Oh, sweetheart, I think Scotty knows that you had to do right by your client.
Yeah, I think he does. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, contender. I am just absolutely crazy about my husband.
Well, when did this condition begin?
About 20 years ago.
Hmm.
And then it flared up again the other day when I saw him in action in the courtroom. Oh, he is so brilliant. And I fell in love with him all over again.
Well, what sanctions are you seeking to remedy this condition, my dear?
Well, maybe if the counselor would call a recess, I could show him what I had in mind. Huh?
I think maybe a quick goodbye to Scott and Serena, and then, as the kids say, we're out of here.
Let's go.
So, John, is there something else we can do for you tonight?
I guess that's my cue to leave. Good night, all.
Night.
Hey. Must have been really difficult for you tonight having him here. Are you all right? Sure. And if not, I know how to fake it.
So, how was the party, really?
Crowded.
You really laced into John.
Yeah, well, he deserved it.
At least now he's trying to be a father to Neil. I grew up without one. I know how important it is.
I miss my dad, even if he wasn't perfect.
John is about as selfish as they come. I'm not so sure Neil's better off having him around.
I second that.
Neil's opinion is the one that really matters here. I think that we should try to be a little objective.
Well, you know what? I can't be objective when it comes to Neil.
I'll quit holding you hostage. Go home.
And it's so much fun to be there right now. I get to go home and stare at the ceiling and think about Lucy with Scott. Or even more fun, the murders.
Some great minds do their best thinking in the wee hours. You never know, you might crack the case tonight.
If I were to write down everything I know about the murders, all the clues, the suspects, everything.
Oh, add my name at the top of that list.
Would you be willing to look it over? I mean, just have a look at it. Maybe you could put together something I've missed.
I'd love to try.
Then I guess I better get home and get cracking.
All right, and I guess I should get back to work. You know, the rain always makes me feel so melancholy, but I love it. Am I a masochist?
Maybe. But you're good company anyway.
How many times you gonna wash that plate? You're gonna wash the color off it.
Well, I'm kind of new at this, you know, and besides, I really like these thingies, and I guess I just don't want this night to end.
If you don't want this night to end, and you don't want to go back to the hotel and be alone, then why don't you spend the night?
Oh, that is very sweet of you, but I won't be alone. I'll go back to the hotel and be with Sigmund.
But you could have a sleepover. We have plenty of room. Don't we, Daddy?
Yeah, we do. We've got a lot of room here, but maybe we ought to wait until you're, feeling a little better, recover for a while, then we'll have a sleepover.
But I'm feeling fine. And Lucy doesn't want to go. Please, Daddy.
Look at those blue eyes. How can I say no? So, want to sleep over?
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Yay! We're having a sleepover! Yay! This night isn't over after all. Come on, sweetie.
No. Not by a long shot.
Tonight, Michelle Kwan in a star-studded skating spectacular, the U.S. Pro Figure Skating Classic, ABC Tonight. Meet Port Charles stars and find out how you can go to Super Soap Weekend. Visit abc.com for details.